What's up, everybody? It's another NFC East show, and we started this one off with a last season. Bad.
Oh man,
It was bad. The highlights from last season are showing a lot of defensive touchdowns.
You mean the low lights?
Exactly. They were definitely low lights across the board. But hey, it's been a couple of weeks. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Oh, great. Really good. Excellent.
Fabulous, fabulous. Good weather up here in the Northeast right now. We're having a blast.
Yeah. So obviously I missed last week because I was too busy going viral with the 76ers play. For everybody who happened not to see it, I'm not going to show you the video. Yeah, that video is.
I watched you the final 10 minutes of that game.
Oh, last night, or the last game, Game 7.
Yeah, Game 7. Yeah.
Game 5, I happened to say at the end of the fourth quarter, at the end of the third quarter, that I didn't think that there was any way that the Sixers were going to lose that game.
Yep.
And everybody in the world saw it.
Oh, I didn't see
Yep.
it.
Oh yeah, I got even put on the radio for that one.
Yep.
Yeah, they started talking to me about that on the radio. That got like 2.5 million views. So that number keeps going up like Sneaky's touchdowns. You know what I mean? That's many touchdowns he threw.
Oh, the good old days. What can I say? The good old days.
Yeah, that number keeps climbing hourly. You know, so. Yeah, next week it'll be like there were 7 million people that saw that video. And it could very well have been because every big media saw it. Like I had Buffalo Wild Wings saying, yeah, that's unfortunate.
And it's the beauty of social media is good or bad, it's still good.
Yeah.
Regardless. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Phoenix Suns fan that predicted, Suns in 4.
He didn't predict. He just said it out loud after beating somebody's ass.
Well, yeah, it was some type of altercation, and now the guy has an action figure. I mean,
and not only that, he's charging $79 on Cameo.
Nice.
That's what I said. And he saw a couple of videos. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I don't think George Clooney gets $79 on Cameo.
Well, I know for a fact. I think the license plate guy gets 20. That I do know. 20 or 25. I was actually thinking about doing it one time, but he donates all his to some kind of foundation.
There you go.
But
I'm going to donate mine to the Philly Sports Guy Fund.
right, yeah. The Sneaky G Foundation is always accepting donations.
Exactly.
Always, especially this week. I'm slowing down a little bit on my social media. I know I already told you guys this, but
you've been slowing down for a long time. You don't run very fast, Sneaky.
Oh, no. Just so everybody's aware, Uncle Sam pays me not to run, so I don't run. Let's just be honest about that. But no, this week's a very special week for myself and the Sneaky G family. Friday will be my daughter's 18th birthday, the one that just graduated high school.
Oh, nice.
And Saturday, my wife will be receiving the Medal of Honor and Valor and a Purple Heart because she's been with me. We'll be married 22 years on Saturday. So
is that in a row?
I wasn't in a coma, God willing, in any of those. So I'm assuming yes, consecutive.
At least not that you know.
Consecutive, yeah. Well, I mean, for the record, like I said, I'm glad she's settled. I'm glad she said, you know what? I guess. I guess.
If this is the best I can do, I guess I got to live with it.
I guess this is all I got. This is all that's here on the Tuesday night at the strip club at a lunch special. I guess we'll have a go. I don't know.
There you
There
go.
you go. Well, like I said, well, congratulations on that. 22 years. I tell you, I mean, being married for that long of a time, doing a dating podcast, you know what I mean? I understand what it's like being single and how many people are single out there and don't go through the ups and downs of being married for that long. So it definitely is something to be proud of.
Right. Yes. Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Unlike your Giants. Yeah, you should really be proud of them because they stink out loud.
Just before the marriage thing, I have you beat a little bit. I have 40 years. They're just not consecutive, and they're not all to the same people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, you're better than me. I think I might be like the Eagles, one and done. I really believe that my wedding will be just like the Eagles. Yeah, you're definitely not going to get it, 3 times and 4 times, and hell, I'd be damned if I get married 5 times. You're not going to nickname me J-Lo. Oh, was that my last? Did I say that out loud? Did I say that? Oh, my bad.
It'll look really ugly when that joke goes away and we won 2 this year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. About that. Yeah. I wouldn't be planning the parade anytime soon.
I ain't planning the parade. I'm just going to let it all happen. Just let it all happen.
You ought to put a couple shillings on it if you believe it, because you'll make some money.
I'll tell you right now, if that were to happen, I will lead the parade.
Oh no!
I will lead the parade in my Giants gear
with the shaved beard.
I won't go that far. Even okay, then I'll tell you what. If you don't do it, then the mohawk got to go.
Well, no.
Yeah, see. Oh, yeah. I know we have better odds of that mohawk going than this beard, but Sneaky G, you're married. I cannot disagree with that. Yes, that is the miracle in Meadowlands number 4. Yes, I will. I cannot. And to be fair, all that you see behind me, except for these 4 banners, Mama Boss.
There you go.
All of that. Oh, and I got this on my own too. I got this is but everything else. Everything else. Yep.
Nice.
And that one is from a fan. That's from a fan, but. Even, I mean,
well, we all knew you were a Jets fan, so
right, yeah. I will say though that I do get from Cowboy fans, not you, True Blue, because I loathe the Dallas Cowboys. They say that the Cowboy fans, they say that I'm a closet Cowboy fan. Whatever makes the Cowboy fan base feel better about themselves, whatever.
You've got some deep cover there, I can tell you.
Right? Yeah, I'm way deep cover.
So I've got a little story to tell. And I may even disappear to go prove the story. So I had one tire on my truck. I drive a dually truck, and I had one tire on my truck that was bald, and I had to get the tire changed. And my mechanic comes over to me, and he said, "I didn't know that you were a Cowboys fan." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Somebody, and I don't know who it was, but somebody put Cowboy star caps on all of my tires.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
and it's been on my truck for I don't know how long, but he got all 4 tires, all the outside 4 tires. Somebody spent a lot of money
to put that on your car.
to put that on my car because those things aren't cheap.
Yeah,
that actually and that was subtle. That was really subtle.
Yeah.
Just text me the pictures later.
I still have the caps.
And isn't it funny how it's like in front of your face, but yet you don't see it?
Not.
And it's so funny how like it just happens.
And nobody saw it because the way that my tires are, they're actually facing inward, not outward. So somebody did it, and they just did it to do it to get me.
That's a good one.
I like that. And I'm trying to think of like all the spots that could have happened in. And the only one spot that I can think of is at the draft in Cleveland. I went to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I went to a party and I had a tire blowout, and luckily it was one of the ones that were on the dually. So I went with that tire to a tire place as the Philly sports guy, like painted up as the like shoulder pads and everything in Cleveland. And I feel like it's possible that guy was a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I think
it could have been.
Jimmy Johnson lookalike guy at the hotel might have been on the ground doing it. That's a possibility too.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. It could have been 1,000 different ways that happened. But like I said, somebody spent some money because those things aren't cheap.
Well, your truck was isolated in that one spot around the corner from the hotel, so I mean that could have been another spot.
Right. You know what I mean? But it wasn't there for very long, and somebody, like I said, would have had to known my truck and wanted to be funny and had the money to be funny. Like I said, because I priced them out. They're $20. It's $20 for a joke.
Yeah.
That nobody's going to see that joke until this happens.
Well, you can go ahead and mail those to me too.
So
I was going to burn them. I was going to burn them.
It's funny. When I was in Arizona, at my desk, of course, I have a Giants banner, and I didn't have as much as I do now in my desk now. But someone placed at the time, Washington Redskin helmet, like in like a vicinity where I have the banner, and I have I have a Giants flask, and I have a Giants helmet still in the wrapper, whatever. But off to you have to like pay attention, like, oh, what's that doing there? And I knew who did it. I knew who did it after the fact because I ended up giving it back to him. Because I remember going to their desk, this person, co-worker's desk, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, where's your helmet? He's like, "Oh, I don't know, whatever." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I kid you not, like a week later, it was. And I would see it in my peripheral, but I wasn't paying any attention. But I noticed, I'm like, "This mother," and it was one of the times that at the time the Redskins beat the Giants. To where I'm like, okay, you can have it back. Of course, there was some other words that were spoken, but that's what I mean. It's in front of your face, in plain sight, but you just can't see it.
Right, exactly. Well, and this was not it wasn't in front of my face. This was subtle enough. Like somebody was This is like burying the Babe Ruth jersey in Yankee Stadium, the Boston Red Sox Babe Ruth jersey in the concrete in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody did that, and they said, "Oh, really? You did that? We're going to dig it up. You're not going to do that." You know what I mean? But that's what somebody did, and they had it on there. It was on there for a little bit because they were dirty. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a a little thing. I had to ask I'm like, hey, listen, you got 4 of those rubber caps? Because I'm taking them off now. He goes, hey, man, he was trying to bust my balls. And this is literally right after Wednesday night. You know what I mean? This is Thursday now, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching my video get, like, it started at 25,000 when I woke up that morning, and then I refreshed it. It was at 31,000, then 39,000, and and all the people just busting my balls. And then I go to the mechanic guy I'm giving money to, and he's busting my balls. You know what I mean? It was just a bust the Philly sports guy's balls day. You know what I mean? That's just what happened.
Yeah, I was going to kind of do it, but I said, nah, lay off. I figured I saw the views, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he felt this already.
So much so that they played it on the radio. They played the video on the radio.
Yeah, I saw it plastered all over Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, and it's funny because I call up and they know me. I call frequently enough that they know me by Jamie, and I'm like, yeah, you know me as Jamie, but I'm the Philly sports guy. And the guy answered the phone. It's like, oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I gotta let them know. Hold on a second.
Well, like Sneaky said, though, the only bad publicity is no publicity. So
yeah, that's what I told him. I said, just make sure you spell my name right. You know what I mean? I don't care.
That was pretty brutal. I saw it and I was like, man. I turned off and I was like, man, I wonder what the hell Philly sports guy's going through right now.
So now, if you can help me out here, are the 76ers eliminated now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But not from Wednesday. Not from Wednesday. Like Wednesday, it was literally they were up by 18 points going into the fourth quarter, and they lost the game by 3. And it's not, I haven't seen many games, many basketball games in ever. Like just maybe one that I can absolutely say for certain that I saw. And that was the game on that Wednesday night.
And that was against the Nets, right?
No, it was against the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, the Hawks?
The Atlanta Hawks. And that was also like, so game 1, I got trolled by one of the players on the court, I was trying to bust his balls and he busted them back, and then that Wednesday, the day that I missed the show, I had my own little show going on, and literally I should have known because I bought tickets. I bought tickets from Vivid Seats, and I would suggest all of the followers, whoever watched this video, don't buy tickets from Vivid Seats. I didn't get in until halftime.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
And that I should have known then. Maybe I should have shut my mouth, but me. I am
in there.
I got in there, and then it was like 3 minutes left in the first half, and I was furious. I was furious because I was down there all that time.
Oh yeah,
I got to pay for parking and stuff like that. Now I'm sitting here and I'm watching the game on TV, and I'm telling them, I'm like, I want my friggin' money back. I want my money back. I still want my money back. Actually, I don't feel that was proper what they did. So they owe me. And every show that I feel like talking about it, I'm going to let them know nobody should buy tickets from Vivid Seats.
You should.
So
yeah, I don't think I ever used either Ticketmaster, SeatGeeks,
StubHub.
Yep, StubHub.
StubHub, SeatGeek. Now I've used Vivid Seats before, and they were okay. They did what they were supposed to do, and you get a certain credit for using them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it's like you get 50 cents credit for every dollar that you spend.
Okay.
Not 50 cents credit for every dollar, for every.
These digital tickets and where they're working them now is just, it's so spontaneous, so random. If it works, if it doesn't work, and then, overselling the same ticket because the seller's putting them in, instead of just one spot, he's putting it in 4 places. And then, of course, they're not all talking to each other. So, yeah, you probably got screwed because somebody else purchased a ticket. They were
Well,
trying to hold it up.
I think I was the one that purchased the ticket, and I checked it on the other ones, and they weren't there. But I only bought one. You know, I only needed to buy one ticket, and literally it was, you know, the guy had 5 tickets for sale, and I only needed to buy one, and I waited till it went down to the point where it was affordable.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't mean that just because I bought that ticket at an affordable price doesn't mean that I only get to see half the game.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, you should have seen.
But I'm sorry, True Bloom. So what does that happen when you purchase the ticket? You show up at the game. Do they not let you in? What is that?
So I purchased the ticket. The moment I purchased the ticket, I have to start getting ready because it's late now. Now I'm racing. I go and I get my paint on. I get my stuff. As I start to get down there, I start to try. Like I'm driving now. I'm driving my truck, and I'm like, okay, I got to get my ticket. And I go to get the ticket, and it's not showing up. And it's not showing up. And it's not showing up.
It took them a while to download it, basically.
Well, it didn't download at all.
No,
in fact,
okay.
they didn't send the download. They said they sent the video. They sent the email, and I clicked the email, and the email saying that there's nothing there.
Yeah,
And there's nothing there. And there's nothing there. And then I'm on the phone with somebody, and I'm on hold for like 25 minutes, and then I get hung up on. And I'm spitting fire and shooting it out my eyes. Like I am livid. And the people at the Wells Fargo Center are saying, listen, you know, we know that you probably have a ticket. The problem is that these places don't give you the seat number. They'll give you the row, and they'll give you they'll give you everything else except the seat number. And without the seat number, you can't do anything.
That sucks.
Tell me about it. So literally,
I'll tell you, two years ago in Washington, when I went up there to go watch my Cowboys play against Washington, it was the first game there where they were using the digital tickets only. And on the way to the entrance, all of a sudden the whole stadium just went out. Nobody can gain entrance because none of the digital scanners were working, none of the digital tickets were coming through. So we were having to sit outside until the stadium was able to handle and get their backup. And I missed, I believe, 10 minutes in the first quarter.
You know what? As rare of games I go to, I would want some compensation. Those tickets are too damn expensive.
Yeah.
You spent so much money for that trip, straight cash, homie. You gonna pay me something.
Well, that's not even the shitty part. Excuse my language, but the real other taker of this was they gave me another ticket. So they didn't even give me the ticket that I had purchased. They gave me another ticket upstairs instead of my front row where I was usually sitting at.
Yeah, you gonna get
that really got me right there. I instead of being on the first row, they put me 20 rows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did not have flown for me. Yeah, that point I start to really flip out. Like I didn't flip out much because I didn't want, like I'm talking even about this now, mostly because I didn't want it to be like I was just bitter about the game, and that's why I was That's why I'm upset about this. I could have cared less about the game. Once they lose, I'm done. You know, like, and I'm like that with every game. I don't wear the losses because they don't pay me enough money. You know what I mean? I love my team. I want them to win. When they lose, okay, they lost, and that's just how that is.
You congratulate the other team.
Right. You know what I mean? It just happens that way because I mean, like I said, I'm not a sore loser. I ain't going to complain about the refs. You know, I'll complain about the refs and I'll mention it, but I won't. I'm not that guy. I'm just not that guy. But I had to let it settle down some so that it didn't look like I was bitter because I went to a loss. because it had nothing to do with the loss. It had to
Yeah.
do with the fact that I missed the first half of the game. And, it's like as influencers, we have, especially sports influencers, we have the ability to reach out. And I wrote a nice little thing on Facebook, and they didn't reach out. So it's like, I guess I have to go a little bit further, and I'm going to email them and say, listen, I tried to do it the nice way. You didn't reach out. I'm going to start letting everybody else know not to use Vivid Seats.
And that's all you need to do. I mean, that's all. I mean, and
Yeah.
we have a platform, to where we can let our experiences known, and if people will read what I don't want to say expose them on, but then they'll have to take notice.
Right. It's like everybody wants to, like I'm not a bad guy, and I'm not a malicious guy. I don't need to talk about this if they give me, I just want some compensation. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, all right, we're going to give you a credit of what the ticket was for you to buy another ticket. Let me tell you, I'm still going to have to give them money because every ticket that I buy is expensive, not cheap. You know what I mean? And they put on ridiculous fees on these tickets.
Yeah, they do.
So they're going to get their money back if they take care of me. However, they will lose money. Even if I get one person turned off on them, like, yep, don't go to Vivid Seats. Don't go to Vivid Seats. Don't go to Vivid Seats. Yeah. Yeah,
that's even a better reason now to delete the app. I've never bought them, but I have the app just to have the app, but now
because that's like I have Game Time. I've never bought tickets from Game Time, but you never know. Like you just got to have all of these apps because especially when you're doing it the way that we are, we're going to all of these games, and like I sometimes get bold, where I wait more for the last minute, like I did with the Sixers game. It was like it was still at $300, and I'm like, I know if I wait another 15 minutes, it's going to come down. That's what everybody else is waiting for. Everybody else is waiting for this 15 minutes, but I only need one ticket. I don't need 2 or 3 or 5.
Yeah.
So
is it tougher to get the single ticket?
Oh yeah, way tough.
No, it's easier.
I've never been able to find one ticket.
Oh, I find them all the time. It just becomes a matter of you, like, some people need to sell the pair, but realistically, they don't always pay attention. So you could buy 1 or 2. And most of the time, I because I don't want to bring anybody with me. I don't want to have to carry anybody. You know what I mean? It's a pain in the ass to carry True Blue when I go to a Dallas game, and then I get trolled by the owner.
Well, shoot, I got to take my son everywhere I go.
Which I'm going to be quiet about because True Blue owes me a ticket, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get you on this year when I head up there. Oh, no, actually, when you come back down here, I'll get you.
So, although there was somebody that did offer me a ticket that is actually like on the actual sidelines, like in those suites right there. I guess do they actually are on the sidelines?
Yeah, they sit below. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, there's that. They had it all covered up last year, but yeah, there's that section below. You're actually sitting below grade.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm interested in.
And you have to look up at the camera or at the monitor up above.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm game for that. That's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but yeah.
And True Blue, since we're talking about you being Oprah about these tickets, you get a ticket, everybody gets a ticket. I just, if you guys happen to have 2, April or October 10th. Wait, what we said last week?
That wasn't me saying that. That wasn't me.
No, I'm saying that was the theme for last week.
That was a good theme.
Yeah.
Well, but what happened is that I got the tickets for both sets of games.
Yeah.
That's what happened, because ultimately, because I was going to do one, he was going to do one, but I wound up getting the second set of tickets from a fantastic group called PhillySportsTrips.com. And if you want to go on any Philly sports trips like this one right here, while I now see, since we got to get this all up here now, where's it at?
That is a Monday night game.
And there we go. Like this trip right here, PhillySportsTrips.com were the ones who gave us the tickets to go to Monday night to go to the football game in Dallas last time. We had a blast. Everything up to the point where the Eagles lost that game. But other than that, it was a lot of fun being on there. And you could go to the next one on September 20.
Is your head photoshopped?
No,
because your head looks like one of those, or that whole picture of you looks like one of those dolls that you get from the dollar store, where the head is bigger.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is me.
Oh my God! Like those. It's like, instead of Ultimate Warrior, it's like Ultimate Fighter, and it's like he has a cheap belt on with just something in the front, and it's a black. I mean, I know this because my mom was cheap. She would buy me those wrestling dolls when I was a kid at the dollar store. It had the mohawk and everything. I mean, the head was huge, and then the body, and then the arms would go like this.
Are you saying I've got a big head there, Sneaky? Are you saying I've got a big head?
I mean, you
know what they say about guys with big heads? They got big brains.
Okay, yeah. I just want to know your championship belt set. That's what I want to know. I mean, that's all I'm trying to say. But I'm pretty sure you're working
my championship belt. I tell you what, I'm going to take my championship belt and I'm going to beat you with it and the show that we're going to do on that Saturday night. On that Saturday when we're down there in Dallas.
Oh my goodness!
You know what? I might even bring mine. I might even bring mine as well.
Yeah.
Man, that would be awesome. That's going to be an awesome night.
That will be a lot of fun. That's going to be happening. I think it's on September 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's. Let me even make sure.
That you flying down on a Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, so we're flying down on the Saturday afternoon. I may have to come a little early just so that we can get it together, because I think it was going to be the Saturday night and not Sunday, because Sunday is game day, and that could also conflicts with truce. So I was trying to make it sure that it was.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Just let me know.
On that Saturday, the 25th. Which is when everybody else is going to be getting down there, and we're going to be doing that show live.
I hope you're going to broadcast that.
We will. We're going to definitely broadcast that. I'm bringing, because not only am I bringing my stuff down, but I'm bringing like camera equipment and stuff like that. And I'm hoping to be fully funded by then. You know what I mean? I want to have this show fully funded so that we can, because I'm ready. I am waiting. I can't wait now. Now I'm excited.
It's 43 days for the Dallas Cowboys to kick off preseason.
Oh, that's right, because you guys are playing in the AFC NFC bowl game, right? Oh no, the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game. It's Pittsburgh. Yeah, so that's kicking off.
Did you guys do that a couple years ago too?
Yeah. That was when Mr. Jones got inducted.
Right.
So,
and I know last year it was all canceled. Last year,
yeah, everything was canceled.
Yeah. Man, so are they doing it different this year, where they have everybody from last year and this year being inducted?
Yeah. So I'll be getting up there. I'll be getting up there Tuesday to kick off the week, and then Wednesday is the when the kids pass the ball. They literally. It's only kids that line up. It's pretty cool to see. They have the children line up, and they pass a brand new football that's going to be the first football used in the Super Bowl, and they pass it from hands to hands, from Canton all the way to the stadium. until they get it there, and that kicks off Wednesday, August, I believe, 2nd, and then everything kicks off after that. Thursday is the Hall of Fame game. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be all. It's going to be pretty awesome, man.
Wait. So Thursday night is the Hall of Fame game this year?
Yep.
It always is on a Thursday.
Yep.
No, you didn't know it was always. Well, I was accustomed to it being on a Monday night.
Yeah, because
I guess they changed it.
Yeah, because
higher.
Well, it's going to be then, and then you've got the inductions on Saturday and Sunday night.
Oh, that's right, because it's 2 classes now.
Correct.
Okay. I got you.
So it's going to be a pretty busy week up there in Canton.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
And Drew Pearson's in this year, right?
Yeah, Drew Pearson, Jimmy Johnson, and Cliff Harris for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, cool.
They all suck.
You know, it's funny. I did watch all of the American game, and when they were talking about the years that, actually the second year that Jimmy Johnson won the second Super Bowl, you could tell he was done regardless. You could just see in the interview, and it was just the incident between the 2 guys, Jimmy and Jerry, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But
yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on behind that scene, but neither here or there now.
But I mean,
Switzer waiting in the wings. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, but it's still, they're still saying that. Yeah, but he won it with Jerry's guys. I mean, they even said it in the thing, Yeah, but he won it with Jerry. I mean, they dismissed him. Yeah, it's like, but
I don't think he did any coaching at all those 2 years he was there.
He did it. Actually, they were saying how he was more hands off.
Yeah,
he let the coordinators kind of coach the team. He was just there. Can you imagine? Can you just sit back? True Blue, if I were you, I would be pissed. You would be sitting here with possibly 6, maybe. I mean, they could have won at least 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Oh, yeah.
From 91 to 95.
As long as the Bills kept getting in the game, they would.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if they would have beaten the 49ers, they would have. I mean, they would have rolled over the Chargers.
Didn't Washington win it in 91?
Yeah.
Didn't Washington win it in 91?
I'm sorry, yeah, 90. Yes, they did win in 91. It was 92 to 96.
Yeah.
It would have been 92 to 96. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah.
So they won in 92. They lost in 93.
No, it was back to back.
No, they went 92, 93.
93. They lost in 94.
Yep, 49ers.
They won in 95.
Yep.
The Steelers, yeah. And then 96, the Packers won it. 97, Broncos, 98 Broncos, St. Louis, Baltimore, Patriots, Tampa Bay, Patriots, and I could keep going on,
Yeah, pretty insane.
So, yeah, I mean,
I'm just
Jimmy Johnson. We already spoke to him on this show, and
right.
He wasn't that exciting. We had to kick him off the show for talking too much. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it was determined that it was all performance based. I mean, he got an unsatisfactory in his review. So you should have did better, Jerry. I'm just saying.
Well, and listen, I love when we get to troll on Jerry because he trolled on me that last game that I was in Dallas, and I've done nothing to him. But like I said, I'm going to go climb up on his boat one day and go ahead and hijack his boat.
Only when he's in Miami or California.
I'm going to go in the Gulf. The water's warmer there.
I don't even think that thing's made it to the Gulf.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, he trolled me, and yeah, I will forever never forget that.
I can go get the magazine. I have it sitting right there.
I believe that you do. It's not signed, is it?
To tell you the truth, I never looked in it.
You said that at the time. You're like, yeah, wouldn't it be some shit if he signed it?
Yeah, I to tell you the truth, I took it and I kept it as a moment, just took it and put it there. I didn't want to open it. I didn't want to do anything like that. I just put it in my little thing, and I have it on a shelf over there with a picture with my little Jerry Jones thing I bought from the Hall of Fame. Now I put a little glass case, the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
I think it's going to be awesome when all three of us get together, and hopefully Keith, if you can make it too, and we all take a picture, all four of us together. Finally, that I will actually put that somewhere on here. But Jamie, you got to make sure you're like on the far left, so I could tuck that part of the picture inside one of the banners. Just.
You know that I'm the reason why this show even exists. I am the glue that keeps us all together. Yes.
And that's why that's why your part of the picture is gonna be tucked in. And then that's exactly why.
We should hold him in front of us, I think. Hold Jamie, horizontally in front of us, the three of us.
Oh yeah. No, Uncle Sam pays me not to hold anybody. So I'm gonna take that heat, but
hey, listen, somebody has got to be the good-looking guy of the group.
Yeah, it's this beard. I mean, come on now.
Well, you're gonna be surprised. I don't work with two in real life.
I hear that women like dad bods, but not.
Oh, I definitely got a dad bod. I mean,
well, no, you ain't got a dad bod.
I got like 3 or 4 dad bods.
Bod, you know what I mean? It's
that too. You're talking about waist up. I'm sorry. The Godzilla's waist down. Bazinga.
No. See, there. It's just like I don't even need to talk about that stuff. It's only people who really are, underdeveloped are the ones that feel like
whatever makes you feel better about yourself, baby. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
I was reading this week about the helmets that are going to be used. I don't know if you guys seen that, but of course the Dallas Cowboys are going to be repping the white helmet with the blue star, and they're talking about the Denver Broncos, and I believe 12 other teams are going to be able to wear the old school helmets, including, I believe, the Eagles.
The Eagles are going to wear the old school helmets that they have gotten. They've given the dispensation to be able to use alternative helmets.
Correct.
How many times?
I think I just read it once.
Well, I don't know that it's a once thing, or I think that once you have it, you can wear it.
Yeah, it was something to the fact I couldn't understand all the details in reading that sports column I was reading, but yeah, I was reading it and I said, all right, man, this is going to be.
It's the reason why they haven't brought back the Kelly green jersey. You know what I mean? That's the reason why they haven't brought it back, is because of the helmet. That they feel that it just doesn't go well with the helmet. That it looks ridiculous. And they're a little right with that. You know what I mean? That the Kelly green doesn't go with the midnight green. It just doesn't.
It'd be cool to see the old school. To have the Cowboys with the white helmet, that Eagles with the old helmet for that Monday night game.
Well, that would be kind of cool.
Why wouldn't they do a full throwback? Why just the helmets?
No, it is to be able to do the full throwback.
Yeah, the full throwback. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hey, listen, I always loved when the Cowboys would wear those goofy ass uniforms with the blue stars on the shoulder pads. You know what I mean? Because they always got their asses kicked when they wore those jerseys. You know what I mean? And they had like the worst record ever against people when they would wear those jerseys.
Nah.
It was kind of like the Eagles playing the Giants throughout the 2000s and 2010, and all the way up until like the last game last year. Really, I mean,
that's like 3 appearances for us with 2 wins. Okay, keep going. That's right.
Yeah, but you all sucked against the Eagles.
I mean, like I said,
still crying.
You can go ahead and it's all about the rings, baby. It's all about the rings. Jamie, that's plural too, just so you know. Rings.
You know what? It don't matter because the only ring that I'm going to care about is beating your ass in poker when we go to the drafts.
Oh, you know what? All you could do is try. That's all you could do.
Yeah, I'm going to do a lot more than try. It's going to be
okay. That will be that will be.
I was gonna play poker draft. Oh yeah, next year in Vegas.
Yes, yeah. And right now that I know of, I know 2 guys are coming with me. Danny and Big Blue Ant. They're talking about coming up with me.
Not Danny Benach, is he?
No, not Danny Benach. No, not him.
Oh, he's
a Giants fan, though. Yeah. Danny Benach is a Giants fan.
Yeah, no, not that Danny.
With Monday night during the game.
I'm sorry.
Is that the game Jamie was kibitzing with during the Sixers game Monday night?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
When you caught me when I like sometimes I can't stand the trolls. You know what I mean? And you say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and I'm going to jump on you a little bit. And he got jumped on. I'm like, yeah, Danny, go love your Fugazi Giants that suck.
That was a guy.
Because he ain't got no skin in the game. He ain't got no skin in the game. His nets are out. His Knicks are gone. You know what I mean? Don't be talking to me about you trying to troll me to try to get under my skin. I got enough people trying to get under my skin. I don't need your dumb ass starting to tell me, oh, I'm now a Hawks fan. You know what I mean? That's why you're Fugazi Giants fans. You know what I mean? Because you jump on and off a bandwagon.
I'm not. Actually, somebody actually said that about it. They're like, there's no way. Because I had mentioned to someone how I was accused of being a bandwagon, and I'm like, how is that possible? When is the last time someone was a bandwagon and they tattooed their arms? With the whole history of the team. I don't think that ever happens. I'm curious if any bandwagon out there that does that, please stand up. I gotta see who this is.
I think we all want to see who that is.
Right.
That's what I was going to get that tattooed on my ass. Bandwagon. Where like just the back of the bus and it say exit only.
Yeah. I could imagine if that were to be the case, they would have to have every single team of every single sport tattooed on their body.
Oh, geez.
It'd just be ridiculous. That'd just be ridiculous.
The ones I feel bad for, the ones that get the Super Bowl champs tattooed on them before it happens.
There's a couple people that the Detroit fans did that.
Yep.
They can take them to Jamaica and sell themselves really cheap.
Right.
It's funny because there was a Detroit fan that was saying today that I shouldn't be sleeping on him. And I was like, sleeping on them to do what? Get the first pick in the draft? And then I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. They're going to at most get like the 6th or the 7th pick.
Yeah, they're going to at minimum get the top 5.
Did you see that brutal article? I don't know if it was Sports Illustrated or Sunday Night Football. I don't remember what. But the Detroit Lions have their new hat, and it's a big L on it.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They do.
No.
Oh, yes, they do. I am not kidding. Oh, yeah.
Those marketing people should be fired like today.
Oh, just the biggest L on that hat on the front of the hat ever.
That's
really?
Yeah. Yeah, it has a big old L, and then it has the lion sitting on right across it.
New Detroit Lions hat.
Oh yeah, the article wrote itself, and I was like, man, that is brutal. There was no holds barred when they wrote that article. And the Detroit, I was reading the Detroit Lions coming in saying, that they deserve that hat, and I was just like, damn.
Damn, that is.
I don't think anybody deserves that hat. I thought that was bad marketing. I thought they should have took that out to.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You was lying, didn't you? I'm not.
How can you? No!
I told you.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you, they should have took it to a marketing. They should have did something. They should have asked the fans what they thought. But when you're putting a big L on your, I get it, it's lines, but you would have been better putting the big D on there.
Yeah,
Just like the Tigers.
Just getting a big D.
just put that big D on there, like and take it like a man. It's. I don't know if that's possible, but hold on.
Yeah, that's an ugly hat.
And Jared Goff playing, moving over there and everything. I mean, I'm not going to sleep. Yeah, there you go.
That is crazy.
That's unbelievable.
I'll be up there for Halloween. I'll be up in Detroit for Halloween.
Yeah. There's just sometimes some hats are made that shouldn't. Whether it's a color scheme or logo scheme, and that was one hat that should not have been made.
I still remember. I was in the Denver airport. I think this is when they went 0-16, and I saw this cat with a Gavatron or a Calvin jersey. Megatron jersey. Yeah, and I'm like, get this man a beer. I mean, and the fact that you're wearing that out in public, I owe you one. Here, this is straight dedication.
That's like being a Giants fan all the time.
Oh, ain't nothing prettier, ain't nothing. I would rather be a Giants fan because then it's like being an Eagles fan in a Mentos commercial. After they ate, horse shit. I'm just gonna come out and say it. And you're lucky I don't have the button today.
No, I got the button. I don't need to use it for you though, because that's all you seem to have. That's all you got. You guys get knocked out all the time. You get your asses beat all the time. And all you got is the one time that the Dallas Cowboys fan lost the bet and ate some horse.
Yeah. I actually have more than I had more than that. I have more than that.
No.
In the deep frozen tundra.
Yeah, John Facetta to come out and be like, on the streets of Philly that day.
Yeah.
The frozen concrete of Philadelphia streets.
After
the Dallas Cowboys fan wearing that Eagles jersey he went down low and he took a bite.
He was an Eagles fan, encouraged by his friends to bow down and take a big old bite of reality.
Yeah, I actually heard he was a Giants fan and not a Cowboys fan.
Philadelphia, wasn't he?
Yeah.
John Facenda is from Philadelphia, I believe.
Yes. Actually, New NFL Films is filmed over in Jersey, just outside of Philadelphia.
Yep.
But John Facenda was a sportscaster on the news.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's a sportscaster. I think he was a newscaster.
Yeah,
he was, but he did sports.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a weatherman.
No.
Yeah.
The frozen of Lambeau Fields.
He had the cigarette and the whiskey in hand.
So you know what? And one of the most iconic sports figures, sports announcers in Philadelphia was for the Phillies. Was Harry Kalas.
Harry Kalas, great announcer.
Oh.
And he also called Giants games.
He did a lot of work for NFL Films too.
He did do a lot of
Yep.
work.
But
For NFL
who was the idiot that lied to America that called the Dallas Cowboys the America's team? Who was that? That's a trivia question right there.
That was Barney the dinosaur.
Barney the dinosaur.
Apparently.
The silhouette of Landry. Oh yeah, man! I watch that every other chance I get. Yeah, I was actually watching NFL films. What was it, yesterday? And they were talking about how the Steve, the son, when he was doing the films, and how his dad and the camera shots, and how he would put the camera inside the helmet to walk into the stadium. The shots that were just taken, ahead of its time.
Yep.
How he
Steve Sable, Sr. and then Jr.
Yep.
The way that they did things, and Jr. died really young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brain cancer.
Yeah, he was in his 50s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those guys were way ahead. It doesn't matter which film you watch from the NFL. If those guys were behind it, it was awesome. You get a piece of the history, but you get a feel for what the team went through, regardless of what team it was.
Yep.
Exactly.
He started that company with one camera.
Yep.
Doing AFL games, and they were paying him like $10,000 or something. I don't know, for the whole year. Great American business story. NFL.
Yeah, that's one you want to watch, Sneaky, if you haven't seen it.
Good stuff.
John Facenda.
John Facenda.
John Facenda is the one that started the lie heard around the world.
Yep. He's like, and that's why they're called America's team.
1978.
He had that deep voice. That just was able to the frozen tundra of Landra.
That was right after the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 12.
So, hey, listen, guys, this hour went by fast, as they always seem to do. Yeah. So we appreciate you coming on. Definitely check us all out. Subscribe to us on all of our stations on YouTube, whatever. Of course, we're on the Northeast Streaming Sports and Zodiac TV. Until next week, go Birds.